Okay, we're back with a semifinal match between of the winner's side between Miss Kia Burwell of Owings Mills, Maryland, sponsored on tour by Straight Pool Eye, McDermott Q, Triple Nines Bar and Billiards in Elk Ridge, Maryland, in the zone clothing. And her opponent is Miss Judie Wilson of Dunkirk, Maryland, also sponsored by Straight Pool Eye. And we're going to have an interesting match. I've known Kia for a good while, at least 15 or plus years, and she's worked hard on her game and just recently finished 9th to 12th in a women's classic WPBA tour stop in Iowa, where all the giants of the game were competing. She fell eventually to Monica Webb, arguably one of the 2 or 3 best American women's players that are chalking a queue these days. To send her home, and she lost to her, and ultimately they both tied at 9th to 12th. Um, for generally a weekend warrior and part-time classic tour player, it was Kia's best showing for a few years. She's known as Prime Time, and she works hard on her game, as hard as anybody I've ever seen. And Miss Judie Wilson is, I met her only about a year and a half ago. That's a good move. This is a very, very uncomfortable looking shot. Jacked up over the 7 distance. And Key is actually better off kicking at the ball. Even though, oh, she hits the 6 and gave up ball in hand. The game is 9-ball, which is no balls need be called. The hit the low number ball on the table, and anything can go. On the JPNEWT tour, the 9-ball only counts on the break in the 2 side pockets and the upper 2 corner pockets at the head of the table where the players break the balls. So at 4-8 might be wired combination. She can draw her ball. That might go. From that angle, it might throw. Did she hit it? Oh, then she hits it firmer. Her cue ball comes back to a good shot on the 4-ball. But this is a shot where Kia banks this 4 back where she's standing. Cue ball comes off the 5 and maybe pockets the 8. No, she tried to play safe and it didn't work. Hit too much of the 4-ball, left Judie a shot. No. This is a leave where The 4 ball is going to want to flop into the rail and go near the 5. Hard to get shape. Kia caught the 7, and she might be hooked here. I don't think she's going to scratch coming off the long rail. No. But this is a shot where Judie can come off this 4 ball, draw it back behind the 7 off a 1, possibly 2. Don't draw it too much. That was what she thought. She's gonna play the 4 ball safe, get away. Maybe no, maybe not. Maybe not. She might left Kia what we call a carom or a billiard, where she hits the inside of the 4 and plays the 5. Could be. See what she does. It might play too. Good idea. Just hit it a touch too firm. She's smiling at it. She knows that she hit the shot and ate 1 or 2 more Wheaties too much this morning. That might go behind the 6 and be a circus safe. Maybe she's got it too. It's hard to say. Good effort. What people fail to realize is that when you cut balls on their edge like that, the cue ball and the object ball stick together. They're like birds of a feather. Uh-oh. The 7, 2 1/4 inches wide, but it's as wide as the state of Texas. So, Judie has ball in hand, 3 balls to go, and a nice opportunity to jump out on top. A little bit of bigger angle for my liking. She has to roll this on the bottom and just a touch of left English, easy, just pocket speed. Like that, perfect, good shot. Judie Wilson jumps out on top, score of 1-0. All sets on the JPNEWT tour are all race to 7, alternate break, And when it comes to the finals, the winner of the winner's side goes to 7 and what they call a modified final, and the loser side winner has to go to 9. The 2 games on the wire are the prize for going undefeated. Oh, Kia has lost her toy. It's a lot of sun outside, and that cue ball was sunburned and sought the shade. Couldn't find any copper tone in there. This is a layout. Oh, Judie got good position here. She should roll her ball all the way to the rail, just about get parallel with the 3, so she can slide down table to the 4. This is wrong. She has no market from here. She draws her ball, she's going in the side. She can score it off the point, but she has no shot on the 4. Other than long and tough. Well, that was, I'm sure Judie will play the replay of this because she loves the game, and I'm sure would like to hear what somebody else had to say about her choices. That's a good, strong shot. That's strong. That's a very good shot. I'm seeing a little bit better play as this tournament rolls on. Incidentally, we're only playing cue ball fouls here, not object ball fouls like you might see in world events. That's probably one of the only differences. That was nicely hit too. Now she has a shot to pound this ball, hitting down on this. Don't try to draw this ball unless you can get to halfway down or more. Oh, she's going in the drink. Yeah, in the drink. Good rack she runs too. That was too bad. She hit that ball back on the inside. Kia looks like she wants to go 2 rails here. And she's going to go all the way down to, oh, she got funny on this ball. Kia Burwell evens the score at 1 apiece. She's a great young lady, Kia. So actually, so is Judie. They're both great people. Like I said, I've known Kia for a long time, and I've just met Judie last year, and I asked Linda Shea, the director and operator of this tour, as to whether or not she needed a hand in the booth, as my regular action on the action tour had slowed up due to the COVID, and since last August. Look at this. Made a couple balls on the snap. Kind of got nothing but a long safety shot on the one, but I've known Linda forever and good friends, and I've been delighted to meet some of these lady regional players that I hadn't met before, and that's good shot, very good shot, very good shot. Kia could hit it out, but you don't think she could make it. I think the outside edge was all she could hit. Oh, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out. Oh, and she might have hooked Kia on this. Kia's best bet, if she can't hit the one direct. She did, and she drove the joker home. Kia Burwell takes a 2-1 lead. Also, again, we'd like to thank Bitzel and Associates Physical Therapy Practice offices in the greater Baltimore area, on the north side in Towson, on the south side in Glen Burnie. Ray and his people specialize in rehabbing folks that have had joint replacement surgeries. Linda Shea's husband, John, worked with them after he had his knee replaced sometime in 2020 or late 19. And I more than realize the value of such specialized work, because I had both of my hips replaced, not by the Bitzel people, but long before I knew of them. And I had excellent therapists myself, and quality of life is critical. And after you've had joints break down, you want the best possible lifestyle you could ever have for your money. And when we pay these health insurance premiums and work hard on our jobs and get those benefits, we're all worth it. Judie is playing the 9, I think. No, she played at the 1, but here might be a blast. She left a distance, though, 9 feet. I moved every stool and chair away from these walls that were here that were extra to afford the players the maximum amount of room to operate when they're on the cushion. That was nothing but what we call a pig in a poke. Sometimes you get lucky though, so you might as well do it. Used to be an old magazine long time ago called Make It on the Snap. That's how I got my nickname, Nom de Plume. At least my last one in pool, I'm called Dr. Snap. And long time ago in Florida, I was down on the Florida tour. Great tour with Hall of Fame players every week. Tough tour. And I've done instruction for a long time, and I was kind of known along the East Coast and that, and the operator of this magazine pulled me up and asked me if I wanted to write any instructional columns, and I started to do that while I was down there. Every little bit helped, and one day I walked into a tournament in Boca Raton, Florida, and one of the regular tour players said, "Look out, Dr. Snap is in the building." And the magazine was called Make It on the Snap. And I said, "What's with this?" And they, uh-oh. She pulled that, 3-rail shape. 2-rail shape. And she said, "What's with that?" And this player named Tom Brown said, "You still writing for Make It on the Snap, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, now you're Dr. Snap. How do you like it?" And it stuck. Now I got Dr. Snap on my license plates, email addresses, and it's a nom de plume, and also known as alias. I'm more of an alien than an alias. That's a good shot from Kia. She's in good line now. She's going to go line of sight on the 6 ball, because the 8 ball is in a tricky spot. The 8 ball is in a tricky spot for her, because she's going to need to get precise to get the correct angle on the 7. I like her going past the ball and coming around 1, 2, 3 rails and not even have to deal with the 8, especially with an angle like this. She can go this way too and come off the top rail with high right and over to the 7. Trying to draw this ball is dangerous and tricky. I like the high right, go across the face of the 6 a little bit. Played the corner, tough pockets, 4.5 inches. She got straight in on the 7, but she wouldn't have got there if she made the ball. might be straight in the side. Nice shot, but it's gonna drink into the rail. Might have left Kia a rail first shot, but she's also near the point of that corner pocket, and those balls get in deep on these tables. They play world tournaments on tables just to these dimensions. And Kia half massaged the ball to hit it. It's a good hit. Didn't necessarily sell out. This is a cut with a rapid cue ball if she cuts it thin enough. She's right back where she left it before almost. It sounds like that old song from the old movies. If the shot is long and the angle's wrong, who are you going to call? Stroke testers. Oh, that was a good effort. See, people try to hit that ball hard and hit down on it, and the arm and the wrist breaks down when there's contact with the table. Tough shot. This one's no bargain. Oh, the Valley of the Guanji. This is where the bones of busted out pool players become fossilized in these tight diamond pockets. Nice shot from Judie. Those shots are no gimmies. They're demanding on these tables because the pockets are deep. You got to stroke them. Judie knocks it in, evens the count at 2 games apiece. The winner of this match will play the winner of the Nicole Christ Linda Shea match in what we call the hot seat match, and will be guaranteed 3rd place. And the losers are going to have to scrape one up the losers' side and play a few more matches before they get to the level that these players will be at who win. Another good break shot. Very good. Judie's breaking the balls well. Nice hit. Very nice. Just rolled a touch too far. She had a good idea, but I don't think she had the angle. This is going to play real good. Kia had that whole top rail covered with that shot. There isn't any ball that Judie could hit along that top rail. Excuse me. Got to go with the one rail cross kick. Very demanding. No. It wasn't close. Oh. That's a good shot. Kia going, knowing her, I'd have to go forward. That wasn't as good as it could have been. She's far away from it. It looked like she could have just gone over to the side and played a punch for the go from 5 from the 7, other than a long straight end draw shot. This is no good. She's going to be heading to the rail. It's too flat. All she can do is basically go forward a little bit or just stick. These shots down these rails have to be hit purely. Once they get inside that diamond, the first diamond along the short rail, you gotta only play the outside half of the hole. That's strictly the only half you got. She hit it pure. Good shot. Very good shot. Kia Burwell takes a 3-game-2 lead as the ladies are battling back and forth here. chances are it could be a billiard off the inside of the one to play the two. But she's a lefty. She's got to shoot offhand if she's going to play the shot. I think she might. No, she chose the safety. All the hand signals Nicole Christ is making as that cue ball was in motion made me chuckle. Can't help myself. I'm incorrigible. Almost fanned on the ball. That was such an awkward shot. She almost had to pull a muscle to hit it. This 5'9" looks like a pretty tempting, tender little morsel. Her choice is to play the 3 in the corner and lay on the rail and have a blast at the 5'9". The shot in the side is the wrong angle to do anything but go into the 5. Shot in the side was easier, but it carried no reward. At least any that I could discern. Kia is going to be doing some meteorology here. She's checking the wind currents over that 7 ball. See if there's any crosswind. Get that cue ball in flight. No strike. Judie, ball in hand. And a chance to even the tally at 3 apiece. A fair opportunity. She needs to get correct on this 5. In other words, an angle going away from the 7, not towards it. I wouldn't be setting this so straight in. She might be straight in on the 5, and I would like to have been a little down farther. to float to the 6. Yeah, she doesn't like it. She had ball in hand and never looked. Oh, she's calling in a player to watch the hit. And this would be Miss Melissa Jenkins from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, an avid player on our tour. Never touched it. Well, if you ever have a close hit, and I always recommend this to my students, don't even for a second think that you're out of line by calling in a neutral third party to take a look, either a tournament director, referee, what have you, because if you're the one in the chair and it's a questionable hit and nobody can call it, that means that all questionable calls all goes to the shooter. That way you'll never have any misunderstandings. Well, there's good news and bad news. 7 in the side's good, but her angle might carry her right into the 9 off the second rail. If she makes it. And you see, that was the trouble. That was the bad news. The good news is she's still at the table and has a shot. Not an easy one, but a shot nonetheless, with very little reward. With very little market. Tough shot. But she's going to leave it grimy. Left it grimy. A grimy leave. A gnarly one. Here, she's going to try to shave the ball on her left side and bring the cue ball up near her. Ah, she went for the cheese. And she left this ball tough. It's a little past the side. And there's no percentage in anything other than trying to duck. She did make it. She's got a cue ball hurry. She has a shot at the bank and the side. That's better than nothing. A good effort. Good, tough try. Tough try. Kia Burwell takes a 4-2 lead. Yeah, Kia was a bit incredulous that she missed this ball. but all times the preparation must be the same, from the most routine shots to the most difficult. But I've seen too many people, men or women, that practice and work on their game any harder than this young lady. And I told her before the tournament started that she's improved well over a ball playing this 9-ball in the last year to 18 months since I've been observing these matches. Not that I'm an expert. Yes, I am. You could classify me as an expert on form and clock and speed. And she's improved that much. And when you get to be proficient, it's hard to really improve much more, because things that you do well, you have to even do better and more consistently in order to keep moving up, playing pool, golf, or any sport that I'm intimately aware of, from having been playing. And looks like Linda Shea has defeated Nicole Christ on the counterpart to this table. It was a whitewash, 7-0. So Nicole goes to the one-loss side, and she's gonna wait for some survivors of matches currently in action, as is the loser of this one. And that time Judie didn't catch him as good as she caught the last couple. Judie Wilson trails 4-2, where Linda Shea gave Nicole Chris the what for over there. Yeah, she's still undefeated and unscored upon. I couldn't resist as Linda stopped and sat down next to me here, and we're here at the First Break Cafe with very tough tables, deep pockets, springy rails, and a place of where there are many bones of fossilized pool players who have dumped balls in these pockets. You might even find a metatarsal or metatarsal bone from yours truly in the dust in one of these pockets. I've dusted a few rails here too, like many other regional players. It doesn't discriminate. If you don't hit the ball clean, you're not going to stay at the table. So this First Break is a place that features excellent food and an overall atmosphere and place to come and play that's made this a popular stop for regional tours for the last 30 years or more. Oh, that was a tough miss from Judie. She had a good opportunity too. Yeah. Yeah. You got to flat out hit them clean here. That's a good shot. She's going to hold little market. Going to have to get the bridge, stand on one leg. She ain't built for this shot. Needs the rake. I don't even think a Q extender will help her. I don't know if she can put a decent swing on this, even with the extender. Yeah, she can. Let's see what she can come up with. No. She had to go high. Play skip to the loo, my darling, on the inside. And play for the 7 in the side. She chose to go around the horn and didn't have the angle for that, at least in my opinion. Nice shot. That was pretty damn good. That's exactly what I can say. That was pretty respectable. Those are hard shots to gauge. Another good shot. She's going to have to hit the trifecta now. 3 shots. I don't like those big practice strokes. I like the little ones. Nah, she makes it. Wow, that ball held on, held its head. Nice shot, a real good out from all tough shots. Judie Wilson crawls back into this contest and trails 4-3. Nice shot. Very nice shot. Good match. First couple matches were just, one was a battle of attrition, the other was a blowout. This one is going according to form pretty much. Good break shot. She hit them solid. Hit them flush. Maybe that 2-6 is good. Hard to tell. I don't think it is. But let's see what happens. Good shot. Kia's struggling with her tip. She's had a couple of miscues today. Believe me when I say this is no knock on equipment makers of today, be either tip makers or chalk people. And but I can say this, that back in the 1970s and the 60s, they had tips, leather tips, that a flat out degenerate like me, playing a zillion hours a week, could play for 8-9 months and never have to shape it, scuff it, nothing. They held their shape all the way. And then in the last week to 10 days, the tip would go down and you'd finally have to replace it after at least 1,000, 1,200 hours. These were like champion Shandeaver tips, you know, the ones with the red pad underneath, and even the LaPros. The LaPros played a little softer. But then that depended on the tip in the box, because there were like a box of chocolates, like Forrest Gump says. Oh, no, that's going to cost her. That she had a chance to even at 4-4, and now it's going to turn around on her maybe. If I'm Kia, I'm hitting this ball hard. get the 5 out of there no matter what happens. Oh my goodness. She's struggling with her tip. And I don't know what the case is. Oh, a tragic kiss. That was almost like the last kiss in Romeo and Juliet, where the Montagues and the Capulets lips reached one more time, and then they were both deceased. But here, this is going to take a little doing. I like her going past the 7 and coming around 2 rails. Don't come off the long rail. Man, she doesn't do that. That's strange. Believe me, I've watched her hit a zillion balls in competition, in leagues, and just practice around the pool room. Like I said, I've known Kia a long time, and that's totally out of character. Remembering that Kia finished 9th, 12th in a WPBA Classic Tour event in Iowa not 2 weeks ago against most of the best ladies that chalk up. So it's hard to imagine watching her miss like that. She's struggling. But you don't think her opponent's going to charge her. That's too bad too. That might be a little, that's good. She's going to have to get the rake or shoot it righty. Kia Burwell wins game number 8 and takes a 5-3 lead. Judie had a lot of shots in that game that do some business, but somehow or other it eluded her. Too bad. Just kind of slice those balls. She had a couple solid in the beginning of this session, but the last couple have been not that standard. That was a pretty thin looking cut. by. This lady on the next table down, she really cut that room rent. Then she overchips the cheddar over there. She's laughing at that one. No real position play here unless she hits a 9. She can't drag it into the 4 and make it, I don't think. I don't think she got there. She did, but tough angle. Tough pockets. You can't even touch the rails going down there. Boy, that was a quality shot over on that other table in the side pocket. Miss Terry Stovall, originally from around here, now living in Georgia, visiting her daughter, I believe, was a frequent player on this tour a few years ago. It's nice to see people are still playing, even though she told the standard lie that all pool players say when you haven't seen them. When you ask them if they've been playing, and they'll say, haven't been hitting any balls, and that they're always stone cold liars. How can you tell when a pool player is lying? His lips are moving, or her lips are moving. About pool. Oh. So. This is a trickster. I don't think she's got enough stroke to draw this ball off the rail to the 9. And the shot's angle's wrong for anything else. Yeah, you watch some of these other, like these real good guys you see on YouTube and all, they draw that ball off of there, and they got slapaways on the 9. But Judie stroked that one to the best of her ability and has a shot. She needs this ball badly. No. And just dumped it in the pocket for Shkia. That's too bad. Akia might be gun shy because of this tip. That was a monster because closing the gap to the 5 games to 4 versus a 6-3 and a race to 7 situation is monumental. Good break shot. She caught them flush. The balls converged on her and gave her the blues, I think. She might have a shot, but I doubt it. That lady has a little texture in her game. Never saw her before, but that doesn't mean she can't play. She's still breathing here. That's a nice little touch. Little inside English. Hold the angle on the deuce. Drop over for the 4. But she got a little tree topped over the 8. She more drew that ball than instead of punching it. Safety. Excuse me. Good hit. Caught too much ball. A good hit. Excuse me. Might reverse back now. Safety again. She's shooting past it, I think. Yeah. Not that I had the greatest look, but it looked like she had misjudged that a little bit. Now, the shot I like for Kia. See, I'm from the school of either rolling it. See, she likes to draw that ball, and she's struggling with her tip, and that's what's got her crossed up. If you don't like your tip, the last thing she's gonna punch it over. But I'd rather see she roll the ball. You can never miscue or get a funky hitting a shot like this, rolling past. See, that's the correct angle to come across to the 7 without having to do anything funky. She needs to hit this same. Now she's a little flat. She didn't want to quite go that far. She wanted to be a little shorter than that. A little more angle. That ball wiped its feet. Tough pockets. Here, it's 2 rails back and forth to play the 9 in the lower right corner on your screen. Nah. Oh my goodness. What a shot. This looks like showtime. The condemned lady might have eaten a hearty meal.